This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
What's going on with you, buddy? How you doing?
Man, I'm excited to be here. Of course, it's another week taking a look at all things 1986, and this is going to be a fun one. The Nature Boy has taken his rightful spot as the NWA World Champion, and I'm sure we're going to be talking a lot about that today on the show.
Yeah, we'll be talking a lot about that. It's amazing that when I'm backstage at AEW, how much the Crockett era comes up in conversation.
Yeah.
With the guys who are wrestling now. And of course, a lot of them were 90s guys. And I get that because of their age, but there are some that remember the 80s and want to talk to me a lot about the old studio days at TBS and how that was and all the stories from back there. So it's something that resonates not only with fans, and thank you very much for that, but it also resonates with people in the business because if you think about it, is it fair to say this is where Ric Flair became a household name?
Yeah, certainly on TBS. You got to think
Right.
85, 86 is when he started to really be in the prime time.
Right.
You know, this is really before cable TV was what it's going to become. So this was the first super station. So I think you would argue 85, 86, 87, 88. Those are some pretty big years. And then, of course, cable started to become more and more common. And as we cruised through the 90s, you know, he was all over the place. But yeah, I think right in here, you know, when people go back and they quote Ric Flair promos, they're usually quoting something from the Crockett set. They're not usually quoting a Nitro promo. Don't get me wrong. People loved when he would, you know, take his clothes off and throw them in the crowd or elbow drop a book or get down to his underwear and handcuff himself to the ring. Those were hilarious skits, but the stuff that people still talk about are these Crockett promos with that iconic backdrop that we've seen every week here in 1986.
Yeah. The terms, what's causing all this?
Yeah.
Limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun.
Yeah. His famous promo, the spilt liquor, you know, that the one you just sort of teased, that was from 85 with his whole deal with Landell.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to this day, it's everywhere. You know, people are doing it in sports and on rap and all over the place.
Great influence he had on the business, and obviously Dusty and many of the guys back in this era had a big influence on the business. I think not only promo wise, I think being able to work wise. I also like to say hello to another good friend of mine who returned, and I had a chance to talk to her for quite a bit backstage, Jamie Hayter.
Oh man. Can I just tell everybody, I got to pull up your texts from the first time you met her and just post them online, get you canceled. There were so many misspelled words and punctuation in the wrong places and exclamation points. You were very descriptive. Very descriptive.
Yes, I was.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.